Let's say that you're a prospective user of the new Apple Watch. And you go to the Apple side and you want to answer the question, do I want to buy this thing? I did this the other day and it literally took me more than 1 minute to find the specifications of the Apple Watch. Yes, more than 1 minute. And this is annoying because it takes a while to see the specifications, but it's at the same time brilliant. Because the specifications don't really say anything about the value that the device brings to a typical user. So what is the value to a typical user? To answer that question, let's first make a distinction between two very commonly mixed up words, price and value. Oscar Wilde wrote in The Picture of Dorian Gray, "Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing." And indeed, price is a lot easier to know than value. But why is that?
The true value of a college education is intangible.
The true value of snake oil is intangible as well.
Fascist.
Because value is a subjective measure and price is an objective one. Let's take an example. You go to an auction and you see a painting that you really want, like this Banksy painting. And the rules of the auctions are simple. Whoever is willing and able to pay the highest price gets to buy the item. And it can be hard to even know what you're willing to pay yourself, but even more so, it is close to impossible to know what other people at the auction are willing to pay. Unless perhaps if it is something that has a lot of previous transactions, like an apartment. If there are old prices for similar apartments, I might be able to understand roughly what the other people in the auction are willing to pay. So, in order to start bidding, you need to assess what is the value for me. You can derive that value from the sole pleasure of having the painting in your home, or perhaps asking yourself, what could I sell it for? I think that Warren Buffett said it very well when he said, price is what you pay, and value is what you get. And value is the subjective perception of what you receive, and price is an objective measure of what you give away. It is unarguable. And the only thing that we know for sure is that the perceived value is above the price in the case of the auction. So the price part of the equation is pretty simple to figure out. We can just look at what people buy things for. So products and services are sold using three various kinds of revenue models. The one-time cost model, which is like buying a book on Amazon, and the subscription model, where it's like subscribing to a monthly fee like Netflix, HBO, or Spotify. And then you have the freemium model, which is like you get Facebook for free, but Facebook sell ads to companies that want to sell things to you. But the value part is almost impossible to understand. Like in the case with the auction, we can only know that I valued whatever I bought higher than the price that I paid for it. But we don't know how much more I valued it because we never went to my maximum level. Steve Jobs talks about this at an internal marketing meeting at Apple. He says that it's not about the features like the gigahertz and the megabytes. It's about the values.
The way to do that is not to talk about speeds and feeds. It's not to talk about MIPS and megahertz. It's not to talk about why we're better than Windows. Apple, at the core, its core value is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better. That's what we believe. And we've had the opportunity to work with people like that. We've had an opportunity to work with people like you, with software developers, with customers who have done it in some big and some small ways. And we believe that in this world, people can change it for the better. And that those people that are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that actually do.
And Apple is the master of this. Everything that you see whenever you browse the Apple website is the benefits and the value that you get as a customer. And if you go to the Netflix website, you don't see the number of movies there, but you see unlimited entertainment, low price. So people don't typically care so much about the fact-based features, like the processing power, memory, megabyte, megahertz. Another example is the iPod. Whenever the iPod was launched, Apple didn't say it has 5 gigabytes memory. They just said 1000 songs in your pocket.